Hey there everyone, it's Math&More tutorial back with another video. In this video I'm going to be doing the math note calculator section on SAT practice test. If you want to see this test for yourselves, you can go to his College Board website and yeah, you can do all these tests if you want to. But today I'll mainly just be going over calculator note section. I'll be working through problems 1 through 10, and in future videos I'll be working through the other problems. So yeah, let's get started. So the first problem says if x minus 1 divided by 3 equals k and k equals 3, what is the value of x? So this problem is very simple. All you gotta do is plug in k. They give you k, so you just plug it into the equation. So sorry about that. Let me go into here. So we have the equation x minus 1 over 3 is equal to k. And they give us that k equals 3, so instead of writing k, we're just going to write 3. Now it's, we can just solve for x, so x minus 1, what's the opposite of dividing by 3? Multiplying by 3, so we multiply this by 3, and is equal to 9, because this cancels out. And then we just add 1 to both sides, we get x is equal to 10. So let's see if that's one of our answer choices. And yeah, it is. So our answer for this one is D. So let's go to number 2. It says for I is equal to the square root of -1, what is the sum 7 plus 3i plus minus 8 plus 9i? Okay, so don't let the fact that you have I in here scare you. Just treat it like a variable. Just treat it like it's an x. So let me write down this problem. So we have 7 plus, let's see, 3i plus minus 8 plus 9i. So again, this is very simple. All you have to do is you add like terms together. So you're gonna add these and these together. So you're just gonna add 1 plus -8. That's obviously -1, and 3i plus 9i. Again, just treat I like a variable. You get -1 plus 12i. Let's see if that's one of our answer choices. And yeah, it is. So A right here is going to be our answer. Alright, on to number 3. It says, on a Saturday afternoon, Armand sent M text messages each hour for 5 hours, and Tyrone sent P text messages each hour for 4 hours. Which of the following represents the total number of messages sent by Armand and Tyrone on Saturday afternoon? So this is basically testing your knowledge if you can take what you read and put it into an equation. So the way you do that, so if Armand sends M text message each hour for 5 hours, so M is going to be our message for hours for Armand, and if he does 5 of that, that's going to be 5M. So let's get some more room. Okay, let's do it right here. So we have 5M, right? And for Tyrone, he sends P text messages each hour for 4 hours. So how many hours does he do? He does it for 4. And then how many text messages does he send in each hour? He sends P messages. So that's going to be plus 4P. Again, because they're asking for Armand and Tyrone together. So you're going to add them. So you have 5M plus 4. And let's see if that's one of our answer choices. And it is. It's C. So that's the answer. Now, I just want to point something out really quick. D, P, they're going to try and trick you. They switched 4M plus 5P, but that's not right. Because Armand is the one who did it for 5 hours, not Tyrone. I mean, yeah, not Tyrone. So you can't, Tyrone only did for 4 hours, so you can't switch them up. Alright, on to number 4. Alright, it says Kathy is a repair technician for a phone company. Each week she receives a batch of phones that need repairs. The number of phones that she has left to fix at the end of the day can be estimated with the equation P equals 108 minus 23D, where P is the number of phones left and D is the number of days she has to work that week. What is the meaning of value 108 in this equation? So many times when you write equations, usually from a word problem, we don't understand what that means. So what this problem is testing you on, do you understand what this equation means? So if you read the problem, you understand that every day, D is a number of days. And if she can fix 23 phones in a day, then that's how many, that subtracts from the amount that she has left to fix. And what's left to fix? That's 108. That's the beginning. So you don't even have to use pencil for this. Yeah, the answer is going to be B. Kathy starts with 100 each week with 108 phones to fix, and that makes sense because we're subtracting how many phones she does for that day per week. All right, on to number 5. So for number 5, we have something that's very similar to number 2 here, but instead of having I, we have an actual variable, x. So I already have the problem written down here. So what we can do is we can just add and subtract as normal. Now I want to bring your attention to this negative sign right here, because that's very important. It's going to switch all your signs of this whole thing right here. It's going to switch all of your signs. So so the way we're going to do this, let's start without the first 2 terms. So it's going to be x squared y minus x squared y, and minus is equal to a positive, so you're going to technically have x squared y plus x squared y plus x squared y, and then you're going to have negative 3y squared minus, remember it's going to be, it should go to this term, because you can't add terms that aren't alike. It's going to go to that term. It's going to be minus 3y squared again, so we're going to actually add them. It's going to be minus 3y squared plus 3y squared, and then finally we have plus 5xy squared, and again minus, so we have this minus right here, minus 3xy squared. So let's start simplifying. So this first part over here is just equal to, let's see, that's going to be equal to 2x squared y. And this portion over here, that's just going to cancel out. And finally, we're going to be left with plus 5 minus 3 is 2, so 2xy squared. Let's see if that matches any of our answers. And it does. The answer C is the correct answer. So moving on to number 6. It says a pediatrician uses the model above to estimate the height of a boy in inches in terms of boy's age A in years between the ages 2 and 5. Based on the model, which is the estimated increase in inches of a boy's height each year. So 28.6 is going to be, if you think about it graphically, that's going to be our y-intercept. And now why is there a y-intercept? Because that's where it starts, right? That's where our graph starts, usually. So in this sense, we're starting out with the height of 28.6, so that's not going to matter too much for this question. What's really going to matter is the 3. That's how much we're growing by each year, right? 3 times whatever the age is. So the answer is going to be A. That was a really easy question. It's going to be 3. Alright, moving on to number 7. It says the formula above gives the monthly payment M needed to pay off a loan of P dollars at R% of annual interest over N months. Which of the following gives P in terms of M, R, and N? So the best way to do this, now what I'm going to simplify the problem for you very, very easily. I'm going to show you a really easy way to show this problem. Instead of writing all of this junk over here, R over 1,200 times 1 plus, I'm not going to write any of that. I'm just going to write a random, fraction, like A over B times P, because that's all it is. It's a random fraction, right? So the way we solve this is we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, right? It's going to be B, it should be B over A, and these are going to cancel out, and we're going to multiply by this side as well, right? B over A. Now we have B over AM is equal to P. And you can do the same thing over here. Don't let all this stuff confuse you, right? You're just going to multiply by the reciprocal of the fraction. And so basically you're just going to flip the numerator and the denominator and move over to the side of the m. And the one that matches that is going to be b. Okay, now on to number 8. So this is going to be a fairly straightforward question. A over b equals 2. What is the value of 4b over a? So the way we can do this is, so let's write down here, a over b equals 2. And that's me for 4b. That's asking for 4b over a. So let's try and manipulate this equation so we can find b. So the way we find b is we can just through solving for b we get that a over 2 is equal to b. You can just switch these around like I did here, and I got a over 2 equals to b. Now we can plug that in for b right over here. So when I do that, we get 4 times a over 2 over a. So it's going to cancel out. It's going to become 2a over 2, or in other words, 2 is going to be our answer. Let's see if that matches anything. Yeah, the answer is C. Okay, on to number 9. So what is the solution of x, y to the system of equations above? So there are a lot of ways we can do this. The easiest method I would say is we can cancel out the y's because they have a common factor of 4. Common multiple of 4. So let's do that really quick. So we have 3x plus 4y. 4y is equal to negative 23. And then we have, I'm gonna rearrange it a little bit, plus 2y is equal to negative 19. Okay, so how do we solve this? The basic way is we can multiply this whole thing by 2, and then we get negative 2x plus 4y. Let's actually multiply by negative 2. You'll see why. This is actually going to become positive 2x minus, it's going to become minus 4y is equal to 38. Now let's add these both equations together. This becomes, I'm going to write over here, 5x, though these y's cancel out, is equal to 38 minus 23, that's going to be 15. And we get that x is equal to 3. Okay, now we could stop there because there's only one answer with 3 as the answer. That's gonna be, so you can stop there. But for sake of completion, I'm gonna solve this out further. So let's plug in 3 back into one of our equations. Let's do the first equation. So we have 3 times 3 is 9 plus 4y is equal to negative 23. And then negative 23 minus 9 is going to be negative 32. Negative 32 over 4 is indeed negative 8. So that's going to be B. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. If you want me to do more, please check my future videos. I'll be continuing on from there. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you very much.